It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time. Carl. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. He's got that aggressive style, so good with the power punchers. A great finisher when he has someone hurt.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting, 2-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David Benavidez.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
So, all the talking's done. Now, let's get down to action.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one.
Good luck.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Beautiful counterpunch. Good defense stopping that jab. So much firepower here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up. Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And it's the Mexican Monster is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Benavidez. Here we go. It's round 2. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Missing with that jab. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. No rest for the weary. Just misses with that uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about botching that last round. Pretty. There's the bell to start round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab doesn't score. A perfect counter lands. Nice defense on that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. He blocks the uppercut. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about botching that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come...
Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab doesn't quite connect. The Mexican monster's in trouble. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about watching that last round. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it because you've got to get some before you get in close.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about watching that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
every second.
This is the beginning of round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That right hook catching air. Catch and shoot. And he just missed with that left jab. Punch, counter punch. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts. And you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Hold that thought! David Benavidez! Let's talk about David. Here comes round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
The right hook misses. Nope, that jab not going to score. They both want the knockout. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about botching that. And they're back at it again here in round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Carl Froch seeing cobwebs. How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
It's all offense all the time. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You gotta hope they run out of steam.
This is a high-octane battle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. The incomparable Carl the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. And up against him, it's David Benavidez. He's 6'2" with a reach of 74.5 inches. Carl the Cobra Froch, one of the greatest super middleweight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting up.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. That jab had to hurt. Stiff jab. The jab just got blocked. The Mexican Monster's in trouble. The Mexican Monster is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You all right?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornerman now is...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about David Bennett. There's the bell for round 2. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score. Hold it right there. David Benavidez.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world Deontay Wilder.
This bout.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This
All
is
right,
going to be
I went
that
over the
fight.
rules.
This is what people
I
are going to
want
be
you to
talking about
protect yourself at all
forever and a
times.
day.
So a
And what I
capacity
say, you
crowd
must
here for
obey.
this one. We've been
Good
waiting a
luck.
long time for this matchup. And here we go. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Got him there. Oh, they landed a good jab there. Good jab to the body. Fundamentals always help. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Ooh, look at that left jab. A perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. Jab does not score. Nice job by him to block that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you gotta believe. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Swing and a miss with the jab. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may... On to the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well done with that counter shot. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Neither fighter willing to slow down. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Block that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about what we're doing. There's the bell for round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Do you believe what we are seeing? Does well to block that left jab. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
No rest for the weary. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity. Switch on. And there's the bell for round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Defense is not an option for these two. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
No rest for the weary. Missing with the hook. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't lose.
Win this round.
On to the sixth round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Nice counter shot. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook was off target. Counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Get focused.
Here we go. It's round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's bombs away. That counter punch caught him clean. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They block that jab. That counter shot lands. sportsmen step back for just a moment. Got out of the way of that right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Get your mind back. Get your focus back.
There's the bell to start round 8. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
He parries that left jab away. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They block that jab. That jab misses. It's all offense all the time. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. No one wins, no one loses. This fight ends in a draw.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree, I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.
versus Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics.
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. System. 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 Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.